yes, I'm smacking on both cheeks. You can't get this at the mall, my flow boutique. Pulling up in that hopper, yeah, that's sleek. I don't think I ever met defeat. If you hating, go then back up 50 feet. Been making moves, I've been making moves. Been in my groove, can't throw off my groove. Got nothing to prove, I just need the view. I ain't stopping till I'm finished going through, yeah. Rain dance, watch me rain dance, yeah. I bring a freshness to the air like rain can, yeah. I do my own stunts, Jackie Chan. Bending backwards, I put in work to be the man.
Oh yeah.
I've been in the cut cooking up
all day
to make sure that my money
oh
comes
wait.
a long way.
I know if you're hearing that.
My weed the strong way.
If you're hearing that fire ass music, you know you might be tuned in to one of them greatest shows on earth. And you know what that one is, right? I don't know if anybody knows. Oh, you guys don't. Oh, it's the Javi G show, starring your boy, Mr. Javi G. And shout out to everybody who shows love, who does everything else like that, who supports the YouTube channel, supports the Traveling Cholos, supports the Javi G show, supports independent businesses, supports people that do things because they're fucking genuinely good people. Yeah. You know what I mean? Straight up. The Javi G show supports all of that. Good vibes, good smoke, yes, especially. And if you're in the mood for that good smoke and you're in the Denver area, definitely hit the Healing Tree. I should know this fucking address by heart because I just said it yesterday. 3995 East 50th Street, right?
I think so.
It's sitting right there in front of my face. But it's on the Healing Tree, and it's on East 50th. 3995, I think it is. So
it is 3995. I can't
See?
remember if it's Ave or Street. That's
East 50th. But right there, right off Colorado.
East 50th Ave.
Yep.
Yeah, right off Colorado.
Right off Colorado. You get everything there. The best staff, the best terpenes, because I like terpenes nowadays.
Sure.
But without further ado, you're probably wondering, who was that fire music that you just started the show with?
Hey.
And I have an answer for that. Everybody, my new friend, Scotty, from New Mexico.
What up?
M. Scott Loves Life on Spotify and different places like that. But we'll get to that in a little while. We'll definitely get to that in a little while once we kind of get into things. But welcome to the Javi G show, man. How you doing?
Thank you for having me, bro. I'm doing great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
So, what brings you up Colorado way?
Honestly, my homie Nick here, hit me up to record some of his music, get his album popping, and things of that nature. So, I've been kind of locked in with his mixes and, producing for him for the last couple of days.
Yeah, dope. So, pretty much just, it's a work. It's a work venture.
I don't take vacay.
No.
Ain't no vacay when I'm out of state.
Yeah, that's and that's what people think. They think podcasts. You do a podcast, and you think you're just sitting around with a bunch of dudes just fucking off. But hey, I mean, they don't realize that a lot of shit that we do is our lives.
Right.
This ain't no fucking fun place.
You think this is a game?
I'm trying to be the King Kong of this shit.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? But cool. Before everything, so New Mexico starting out like that. So, but anyway, let me before we jump into that. Is this your first time to the box state, or you been here?
Nah, man. I've had family in Denver, like pretty much my whole life. Like all of my family in Denver, honestly, just moved like out of Denver probably like in the last couple of years. But
right.
Yeah, so I used to come up here for summers and just kick it with my cousins like all the time as a kid. I got a lot of good memories here.
Oh, dope.
Shout out Montbello High,
Oh, Montbello. You got some Montbello fans,
yeah,
huh?
they went to Montbello.
Yeah, I have some family from Montbello, too. They used to live up on a Race.
Okay.
Like right off of fucking Peoria.
Yeah.
Was it Race or some street right there? But yeah, a lot of family from my cousin Yosef, my cousin Bubba, all kinds of kids, Peace out to all them from Montbello. They all live in Green Valley now.
Yeah, man.
But you know how that goes.
Right. But no, I love Denver. Denver's a poppin' city. I just hate the winter. That's why, honestly, I gravitate toward New Mexico because we get like, 30 days of winter a year.
But here you don't know when you're getting winter.
Right. That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't know when you're getting winter at all. Like, it could be, you know how it goes.
Right.
This place is ridiculous about the weather and stuff like that. But starting off though, you grew up primarily in New Mexico.
Yeah, primarily. Like most of my childhood was New Mexico, but I was back and forth between that and like Brooklyn. That's where my dad's family's from. And,
Brooklyn?
Yeah, Brooklyn,
Dope.
New York. So I was in you know, shit. I hooped as a kid, so that was like always my stomping grounds to like, you know, go play against better competition and like, you know, grown men and get pushed around and shit. So I was always in New York in the summers.
Right.
But, yeah, Albuquerque's definitely, that's my heart. That's my, you know, that's home.
Yeah, that's crazy because it seems like, by looking at stuff like that, it seems like New Mexico be pushing out some basketball players.
Low key, man,
Low
low
key,
key.
you know what I mean? Like it goes Texas, New Mexico, like because nobody like there's kids that play basketball, I guess, up here and stuff like that, and you know, but that's good though. I mean, you grew up playing basketball and sports like that.
Yeah, but then, you know, my older sister, she was a pianist, so I got introduced really early to like what it took to be really nice at music.
Right.
She was really nice at music. You know, I didn't start taking music seriously probably till I got to like college.
Really?
You know, I thought it was just cool to be in a band and play drums, so that's what I was like, just having fun, you know what I mean? And then once I got to college, I was like, oh, like, these dudes are the real fucking deal. Like, okay, I'm trying to do that.
Right. That just seems like the thing that, like, music, when you're young, you gravitate towards music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it seems like if I didn't have music, like, I wouldn't have style, and I wouldn't have had, like, fucking, you know, because, fuck, I don't know. Like,
No, I feel you, because
like, music,
it like molds kind of like your shell, like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
yeah, because honestly, like, I didn't even listen to rap for like 6 years of my life because I thought it was just like bad, like that weird 2000s era where people didn't know like if it was like, I don't know, it's just this weird era of rap. But I was mostly listening to like, it was either Mos Def or like metal, like all like metal music. And
Yeah.
you know, that was also like that era when I was just like playing in bands and shit and doing the whole drummer thing. But
No, that's cool. So you had a taste of the whole crossover of the whole rock. Was it punk rock, or just metal, or
it
just
was like
everything?
It was everything, like the whole genre, the whole 9 yards. Because I mean, truth be told, I came up in jazz. Like jazz was my first, like, you know, that was really like the first genre that I like played with my own hands was
right.
You know, jazz music, and that quickly transitioned to rock music, and then from there it was like making and programming rock songs on my laptop, but not getting the pieces, like the actual members to play them.
Yeah.
And then about a year after doing that struggle kind of led me just to like, oh, bro, you're basically making rap beats.
Yeah.
And then I've never stopped making beats. That was what, like, that was probably like 9 years ago.
8, 9 years ago. So, when the jazz, you say jazz, you was just, was it because of the piano, because your sister was,
I
the
think
piano
so.
kind of got you more jazzy?
I really think that's really what it was, because I just had a curiosity about, like, because I never read music. I was very, like, my ear was developed.
Oh, you played by ear?
Yeah, my ear was crazy as a kid. Like, she would play pieces, and then I would kind of play, like, the dumbed-down versions of what I thought she was playing. And she would kind of be like, yo, like, what, how did you do that type of shit?
Right.
I'm like, well, I just did listen to what you did.
Yeah, I just copycatted what you
know,
did.
that type of shit.
Yeah.
By no means do I have perfect pitch, but, like, I'm trying.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, I thought you said like because I said copy. No, in no way. Like, but that's how we do.
No,
we emulate.
I was copying for sure.
Yeah. You emulate what you see, and you try to do it your way.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can't read music for shit. Like I don't even know how to read music.
Yeah, it's its own language for sure.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like once you pick it up, you'll never forget it. It just gets like harder to do.
It seems more hard to make it work like that than anything. You know what I mean? Like jazz music, like I don't know, like just seeing it, composing it and shit like that. Like I've seen ladies like playing piano and totally stopped right in the middle of the fucking piano of the solo and flipped the paper over because they were playing it backwards.
Right.
You know what I mean? And she was still playing whatever it was,
yeah.
and then flipped it around and came back to whatever the fuck it was. I mean, it was dope.
Phenomenal.
I mean, that'd be dope to know how to run the. You know what I mean? Like, just read the music. You know, it's like learning Spanish or learning French. You know,
literally.
but That shit's dope. Like I've had a lot of like a big jazz influence on my upbringing too. Like I kind of produced a couple of beats and I fuck with beats, but I mean I think I like the more of the talkative type of fucking audio with the shit.
Yeah.
But I mean but definitely fucking with this. Like I hear music and I'll hear like, what the fuck was that back there?
Right.
You know what I mean? Or like when you hear things, when you really listen to stuff and not just being mad danked, but just like, you're like, damn, they could have went a little higher with this on this song, because if they had kind of leveled that out, it might have fucking, you know what I mean? You start critiquing shit once you start fucking with shit like this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And that's what's dope, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, people forget, like, audio is like, I mean, it's just as tangible a medium as like paint, you know?
Right.
So like when it hits the ear, it's like you got what I don't know how I'm trying to get it. It's like you don't know what you don't know. You can't see what like you've never seen. You can't hear what you've never heard. You know, like once you can see it for the first time, it's like looking at those weird illusion things. It's like, oh, now I see it. Yeah, it's just it's like your threshold. You know what I mean? Like if you've never heard it like on in the best way possible, like your scope of what's the best way possible is going to be skewed.
Right.
Or limited. I don't want to say skewed.
Right. So, yeah, that's dope. So you put the ball down, picked up the instrument.
Basically.
And just kind of, after that, was it, you just kind of ran with it?
I kind of ran with it. Like, I put my head down and really just grinded. Like, I think I made my first 3 beats in, like, the first day I've ever touched, like, I ever attempted it.
Right.
And then I think from there, I probably made a beat every day, at least for, like, the next year. And then that summer, I think I made probably like 300 or 400 beats that summer.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Like,
dude, that's a grind. And that's a grinder.
Yeah. So that was my first like 2 or 3 years of really like, okay, I want to do like hip hop shit, you know? So I think my first 3 years I was sitting on like 500 beats. But here's the kicker. That was 2012, 2013. My hard drive crashed. I literally have access to none of that shit. None of that work I ever put in. Like
that's fucked.
But for me, bro, it was eye opening, because I was like, oh shit, like none of this is like permanent. You know what I mean? Like I can't be attached to it even in a way that I was. I think I had an unhealthy attachment to like what I was making. Like it was mine. So I think that was the universe kind of let me know, like, bro, just like make it and move on. Like let it go. Let other people touch it. Let other people hear it. Let other people feel it.
Right.
You know, and from that point on, it's like I kind of been more like inclusive. Maybe not even necessarily my process, but like I love people to like hear my shit now.
Right.
You know, like, even if I haven't put it out, like I send my music to so many people, like just to get feedback or like you know, bump it. You know what I mean? Things of that nature. But yeah, man, it's definitely been a grind. I feel like I've, you know, in terms of paying dues, like I definitely hit my 10,000 hour mark at least at some point in this journey. You know.
Hell yeah, dude. And you know what, dude? That is fucking awesome to hear, homie. Like, no lie. Because, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, who else, who does, I mean, you hear people talk about it, but you don't see people be about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, if you're going to do something, I mean, do it. Like, fuck, man. Like, imagine, like, all the shit, like, you know, you thought you could have. Because, I mean, with this shit, the same thing. Like, not the same thing as you, but, like, I was the fat kid at the end of the fucking diving board. Like, debating. You know what I'm saying? Like, I debated this for a minute.
Yeah.
Bro, I took that fucking dive. I did a triple backflip.
You got
because
to, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I must got points from the judges because I'm doing it.
Fuck,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And you took that shot. You know what I mean? So you put those out, and that's how you show your grind, is when you take that shot.
Yeah, man.
You know?
I think for me, it was like, I think I gravitated towards drums because I wasn't necessarily like, I don't really want to be the front man. You know what I mean? So like the drummer can show out and still like not necessarily take all like the limelight. And I feel like my journey has taken me in kind of the same situation where it's like, I only became a producer because I couldn't get niggas to form a band. Then I only became a rapper because niggas wasn't fucking with like the wave of beats that I was making. I was just making like whatever I felt. It was just next shit. I wasn't trying to fit in.
Right.
But I was cranking them. You know what I mean? And then I only started mixing and engineering because now I had all these raps that sounded like shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was like, man, but I feel like very, very thankful to be able to kind of put all of those skills and all of that time and effort into like something very useful to like help my friends. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
because like all my homies make art. You know,
Right.
Like whether it's music, whether it's tattooing, whether it's murals, whatever, making clothes, but all my homies make art, and I feel like there's something.
Sorry about that,
No,
guys.
straight.
I'm listening. I got you on my
there-
headphones.
There's something that I've been able to add to like my friends' catalog or
Right.
dreams as well.
Right.
And along my journey. So shout out Nick Bliss, man, because he this has kind of been something we've been talking about for years.
Yeah.
Like linking up and just like locking in and making music. And that's really
Yeah.
what it comes down to. It. And it's possible. Like, it's really not as hard as you think. You just got to, like, focus, do it.
Focus and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Nick.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I didn't mean to jump. I got to say what up to my boy, Nick.
Yeah.
We kind of got him off on the sitting there. He's his kind of Gary Payton out
reason-
right now,
no,
my
no,
boy.
He's the reason we in this room.
Yeah,
right now,
yeah. My boy Nick, I got to say what up. My boy Nick Bliss is here. That was a little sample. And we're going to get into it more of the producing and more of the where we're at now.
Yeah.
Because damn, bro, I got a couple questions too that are dope too. But yeah. So what up, Nick? What's up, my brother?
Just chilling, man. Like I said, just kind of locked in with Scott. He's an extremely talented producer,
Right.
artist,
Oh, sorry.
period. So when I get to work with him, it's always like a blessing for me.
Yeah, that's dope. I'm pumped. You guys hit me for this, man. Thank you.
Oh,
You know
no,
what I
the
mean?
timing worked out perfect,
All
man. We
day.
appreciate you.
Dude, it was in there like swimwear. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Like there was no denying it, but that shit's tight. So what's up? What you got going on? Some new stuff. I hear I hear through the grapevine you've been possibly working on a new album. No, I'm fine.
Yeah, no, definitely.
New tracks or new
I have
material?
a bunch of music. Scott really helped me out, knocked a lot of it down as far as mixing.
Mhm.
That's always, I think, the hardest part. And then we got a few things recorded. He made a super fire beat. We came across a super fire beat, so it's definitely going in the right direction. I think tomorrow will be one of those days where we kind of have an idea of what we want to do, so we'll just kind of execute the rest.
So that's what you guys had going on today,
Oh yeah, and I brought a little something for you too, for if you want it. Show your listeners. We got a couple things we've been cooking, so just kind of see what direction we're going in.
That's always my listeners. They love you. They love you, bro. I got a real good response when you was on the show the last time. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Everybody's been like, they say, you're a rapper now. You're a rapper. I said, I ain't no rapper.
No, I felt that on my side too, man. So I got a lot of support. I appreciate that too. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
your
brought that
people.
over here.
That shit was fire, though. I mean, the whole get up, that whole beat, everything was just cool. I guess, fuck. I don't know. I heard him say it today on the TV show I was watching. It's like a podcast, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It was Be Real, actually, from one of the fucking Smoke Box.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Yeah, he said, "Fuck, I'm stoned." and for you to hear Be Real say "Fuck, I'm stoned," it's probably fucking stoned. So I just had that moment.
No, that's that good shit from. It's actually a snack slam. They grow. I would say some of the most popular weed. Looks the best.
Bam, the snack slam.
yeah.
You
I'm
got
repping that snack
They're
slam.
always killing it, and they grow. They have all those cookie genetics, and they're growing it 100 times better. So.
Yeah. So the weed game is going good.
Oh yeah.
Taking the weed circle's going good. I see everybody doing good and everybody working. That place is always jumping.
Definitely.
You know.
Yeah, I got a super good team. I'm always blessed.
Yeah, it seems like your whole jump off is fucking on point. You know what I mean? There, everybody's always happy. Always good.
Oh no, you're all good, brother. And yeah, it's super exciting just because I feel like the music we've been making falls in line with everything we've been doing on a business level, which is kind of it's really, I feel super lucky because sometimes you gotta have your work voice, sometimes you gotta have your I'm outside doing things voice, and
yeah.
I don't really have to go back and forth too much nowadays, so that I really feel lucky about that.
It's always good to be consistent in one fucking form. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, because that whole shit will fuck you up, bro. That whole, you know, you get happy and sad too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The transition of just that's how you fuck your gears up in your car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's the same fucking mechanical idea, I think, with your mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, if you got to switch up, that shit's just
Exactly. Yeah.
taking
Being able to
you
be
off the
yourself
game.
is
Gotta find that balance.
super
yeah.
nice.
You got to find that balance where it's just. This is what I do. I drive 30 miles an hour every day. I got this much gas every day. I'm just, I'm on it.
Right.
So, back to you. Sorry, I'm just.
No, we're good. Man.
I'm trying to be a reporter. No, get a reporter. But so the beats you've been making them since 2012.
I've been making beats, yes, probably since like 2000, 2001.
Like exclusively? 2000, 2001.
No, I meant 2011.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, 2010, 2011, sorry.
Yeah, 2010, 2011.
Yeah.
So was that 10 years? Huh?
Yeah, about.
Damn, that's pretty good. Is there any kind of like main machines you work with, or
Man, I've been
are you one of those
circumstantial,
ones
like,
with?
I could do anything, bro, because I've had to like make them just off my laptop. Like I started in Reason 4, bro. So it's like I had this Dell laptop that would like open up and you could like see the insides while the computer's on, and it was fucked up. But that was a beast. But also like my main get up is like if I got a nice little 49 keys, and then my laptop, I'm straight.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Logic is my main DAW of choice.
That's your go-to.
Yeah.
The old Logic. Yeah, because like I said, I use that Presonus, and I use those MPCs and that MPD.
Yeah.
And I suck. I don't know if I just don't get it, bro. Like, I try to clown, and then like I tell my lady, you can't even chew gum and walk. And then like I'm on the machines like,
shit, I can't chew gum and walk.
I can't even chew gum and walk now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But it's like that's some complicated shit, and that's some good like mind training exercises when you get like, if you want to get real deep about the shit. You know what I mean?
Honestly, that's kind of what it was for me, because like, I mean, even like my artist name in itself kind of came before I was an artist. Mscottloveslifeepisode, which is like battling depression, and it was like I changed all my social media handles just so I could read it every day, like read the statement, as opposed to being a name. And so it was like, as I fell into producing beats, it was like that was kind of what kept me away from like negative thought processes.
Right.
When you got a negative thought in the midst of creativity, it just doesn't work.
Right.
So it was like really helpful in training me mentally to like mitigate negative thought patterns, if that makes sense.
Nah, totally. So just like basically, you put it everywhere. You basically looked.
Yeah.
So you read it
Yeah.
to yourself.
I changed it to my Twitter.
So it was
everything.
Because I mean, you're guaranteed to look at your social media or your
Exactly.
whatever,
Yep.
and that's the one guarantee you have. Basically, is throughout the day, is this little motherfucker right here.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
but yeah, when you do it like that, damn, that's I'm not. Yeah.
That's honestly why I've never changed it, because I was
Mind-blowing.
like, man, I like that shit changed my life. So there's no way that it won't keep changing my life.
Yeah. So that pretty much helped you get through depression and whatnot.
I haven't really I've been really good about tapping into that happy frequency. So
Yeah.
I can honestly say I haven't really felt depressed in like years.
Yeah.
I obviously used to have down days, but
Like, if you're feeling kind of shitty, does like, because you do a lot of music,
yeah,
and doing like a fucking the number of tracks that you said,
yeah.
I mean, that's that's hours of just sitting there. You know what I mean?
Like that's like forgetting to eat.
Yeah,
It's like, damn, I did have to go to the bathroom an hour ago. I should probably do that.
does it basically? So it consumes your time like anything else.
Yeah, I mean,
like drugs.
Like at that age, man, it's like all
You
you
know?
want to do is like what you want to do and like what feels good, and
Yeah.
that was driven by just what felt good. And at the time, like only thing that felt good was like making music,
Yeah.
And like I'm at the age now, and like I feel like I've made so much music now. I know how to like kind of live some life, maybe
Right.
take a step back and then attack a song or like, you know what I mean, shit like that. Like before I came here, I think I made maybe like one beat.
Really?
Yeah, maybe like the 3 days leading up, like I had a couple sessions, but other than that, I didn't really create too much because I knew I was gonna make a lot of music here.
Yeah.
I had to build that energy.
And you just didn't want to get that burnout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You kind of just took it easy. It's like, all right, I'll fuck with this. I'll do this here.
Well, and I like making music with the artist. Like, like he didn't really tell me like what he was like, what vibe he was on. So we cruised and like he just was bumping music that he's fucking with right now, and then a lot of the the raw shit he's got recorded, and I was like, oh, okay, I feel the vibe. So from then it's like I think I made like 3 or 4 beats since then, and we've probably written to 2 of them so far. And it's been quick, like literally, like I think we're at like 9 songs in the folder right now, and it's been like 4 days.
Yeah, I'm about to have a pretty decent music note. I would say I'm sitting on a lot of stuff. It'll be nice to like get it out and like feel like I'm starting clean and be able to like see what direction I'm trying to go now.
Dope. What are you like kind of going for? Are you going for like a whole album thing, or are you gonna like break it? Or no, what I wanted to ask was, did you clean up stuff that you had already, or
all of the above?
Yeah.
All the above.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Just everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we linked with his engineer in town and threw me the sessions, and I cleaned a lot of those up, and then in the downtime that's like, roommates are in the house making noise, I'm just gonna make a beat and then like show him the beat, and he's like, damn, that's fire.
So you're just sitting, were you sitting at the table looking at the city?
I brought my setup. I'll go on the balcony, come inside, and then just like cook up,
That's nice. Nice, because I mean that whole spot you have makes for it dope.
Oh yeah, it's a vibe.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I thought of you the other day because my mom came. My mom came from Virginia. Peace out, Mama Felicia Chavez.
Shout out Mama Chavez.
But she rolled out.
Yeah.
We went to Mexico City. Oh, man, that place is fire.
They got the fire tacos.
I made a reels up on that. Threw it on Instagram. That place got fire tacos.
Yeah, fried tacos. It's going down.
Yeah.
That's the place I was telling you.
You said they got fried tacos?
Yeah, they're fried. The white tortilla. And the only place that I used to see those type of tacos was Pueblo.
Okay.
And the chicken, but they would be chicken tacos on white, or chorizo tacos on white. But they're fire. But these motherfuckers over here, like, damn, they're just like them.
Yeah, no, they're killing the game. That place is good.
It seemed like it's hopping too, super duper.
Oh yeah, downtown's
hopping.
open now. I would say it's looking pretty lively out there now.
How's yours going? Is the are you guys gonna continue the mask stuff, or
we just have to go with what the government tells us? Yeah, as soon as they say we could take them off, we'd love to, but right now I think their businesses are still masked on.
Yeah, masked up. I know. Yeah, King Supers, all this other shit. I'd be seeing people. I don't know. Like one question. I ask everybody this question.
Yeah.
Every guest I have, so you have to listen to every episode now. No, just to make sure. No, I'm kidding. But did this COVID shit, when the COVID, and did it make more beats? But did it fuck you up in any way? Did it?
I mean, you first.
I mean, yeah, it fucked me up. I just had a lot of plans. I guess it didn't fuck me up. It just delayed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I feel pretty confident at this point. Whenever shit opens up, like I'm pretty ready to execute. So I don't know. We'll see.
No, that's like if it just put you behind or anything.
Oh yeah.
Like that. I'm sure I asked you that same question in our episode.
Yeah, I feel like
so I don't answer it again because you might. And then somebody be like, "Hey, he said that." Yeah, I don't give a fuck what he said. He's my homie, regardless.
That's funny. Yeah, I think it put me behind for sure.
Did it?
It was like I had just started performing shows again. I had all this new music. I had dropped a bunch of music, and then I did maybe like 2 or 3 shows in town, and then I had 2 or 3 shows out of town lined up, and everything shut down. So it was like, okay, cool, no more shows.
Oh,
like, okay,
man.
it's a pandemic. All right, cool. And then I think from then it was just like, living and maintaining.
That, and you know what? That's everybody. A lot of people I talk to are like, right when the shit was about to it was about to go down for a bunch of people.
Yeah,
there was probably a lot of unsigned hype that are fucking just like, fucking bummer.
Because it's hard to build a fan base when you can't be in front of them. You know what I mean? Like the internet's cool and all, but it's like the internet's also fucking lame.
Gets lost
Like,
in the shuffle.
yeah.
On the internet for sure.
Right. But I mean, people like this like started doing this shit, and I don't know. I tried it then, but then I ended up boozing, and I went off. This pandemic put me fucking. It didn't put me nowhere. I put myself where it went because I was like, and you know what? Just like everybody, like you know, it was about to go for good for everybody.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I was going to school, bro. Like that's where I was at. I was supposed to go back to school now that it's opening back up.
Yeah.
But school, I go to work, and I worked at the community college, and they were like, "You got to go home. They're shutting everything down." So I came home. They sold everything in the kitchen because I worked in the kitchen, and they sold all the fruit of the meat and everything. And I go home. They pay me. They still pay me till from like March to the end of May. You know what I mean? And then it was like, fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
bro.
some other shit happened and blah, blah, blah. But I mean, worst case there. Like, I could have graduated school. You know what I mean? Like, I got to fucking.
Delayed.
Yeah, till this fall, I guess. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I mean, it is what it is. Because
Yeah.
hopefully this shit that I'm doing now will jump off. Because luckily, I got a little something, you know, a little safety net. You know what I mean? So, hopefully, you know, summertime will fucking this shit, everything will jump off. But
I think
anyway.
it works out though, because at the end of the day, they might not be excited to hear me, but they're excited to just be exposed to anything and everything right now.
Right.
So I feel like people will be a little more receptive than usual.
Right.
So I don't know. I feel like I got delayed, but timing's right. Or it
Yeah.
feels right at least.
Yeah, it for the most part, everything seems all right. You know what I mean?
Right.
And plus, you know, everything's going good. It seems like the economy's somewhat fucking opening up and whatnot. But for music, though, I mean, it's harder for people making beats, right? Because back in the day when you made beats, when there was hard copies and shit like that, it was easy. I'm not saying easier, but it was more fucking
Accessible?
Not accessible, but a little more profitable than it is now. And I'm not like before. Like, because I'm 43, and when I was probably in my 30s, I would have been like, you know, 30s, early 40s. I would have been like, well, fuck that for the money. You know what I mean? I'm doing this because this is what I like to do.
Yeah.
But now, like, that I've gotten older and I've seen the economy change and I've seen shit change with like music sales and music, you know, getting it's easier for an artist to get seen now, but it's harder for an artist to get paid now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, if you're doing music or something, you should probably have a fucking like a construction job or something. Or if you got a baby and a baby's mama, or if you have a house and a dog, you know what I'm, or an old lady in it, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like it's weird. Like, I don't even know why I went there. Like, I was all stoned. I wish I had my little noise and be all.
No, but it is hard to get paid nowadays. Just like for me, I'm thankful that I wear so many hats in the music industry, because like I've had songwriting kind of pay me a little bit. I've had like production kind of pay me a little bit. I've had recording and engineering sessions kind of pay me a little bit.
Right,
so it's it's kind of all accumulating just a little bit at a time for me.
And you have that what the hell is it? And you have that knowledge for it. So if you see some on the computer, a job site or whatever, you're like, oh shit, these motherfuckers are looking for a.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been looking
like
for
an engineer in the back of a church every Sunday for so and so.
Those are licks. Those
you
are
know
licks,
what I'm saying?
They got the budget for it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And
like,
you, because I know I have my beat making teacher at school, because I took some classes too, and I learned on Logic and fucking on the Mac and shit that. So it was like everything was on there, you know what I mean? So it was blah blah. But short term. But Doug Tapia, he was like, yeah, bro, I don't even really I can't even afford like this doesn't help out that much. I have to go work at a fucking another place just to make it
right.
You know what I mean? And I was like, why are you telling me this? You know what I mean? But it was good to know. Like I thought about it later. Like, goddamn.
Well, it's crazy because like it's so hard to get paid in music, but nobody doesn't listen to music. Like,
yeah,
everybody listens to music, but it's like why is it so hard to like really make a living off of it?
Because there is so many fucking people doing it too.
Yeah, that's true.
And you have people that are just fucking different ways. You know what I mean? Like not different ways, but like different genres.
Right.
Let me just say, so I don't sound like I'm trying to like, because I'm totally not against any type of music. I love all music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because every music's a different experience.
Definitely.
Hey, Louis Armstrong says there's either good music or bad music, and that's not really a genre. It's not specific to any genre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's definitely some shitty songs in any genre, but there's some beautiful songs in every genre too.
Yeah.
And
Like-
I feel like if it's your personal music, your music should just be a commercial. Like, I feel like his situation is different because like he can produce, he can write, you know,
Yeah.
he's real plugged in. Like, but if it's your personal music, I think if you're really trying to make money off of it, it should be like placements or merch is the best place, or performances.
Yeah.
You have to be able to put that money in to be able to, you know what I mean, make that happen, though.
100%.
Because I mean, without the capital, you could be the next Drake, but you don't have nothing to back your play.
I mean, that the money goes into like creating the perception that
Yeah.
people can even buy into you with their time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, am I going to give this person the time when I could just go listen to something that I know I'm going to like?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of backwards.
But I mean, that's how it is with everybody, though. I mean,
Yeah.
music-wise, what you may think is a fire-ass song,
Exactly.
like, and then he may think it's like, it's not really that
Oh,
fire,
yeah.
and then me like, yeah, I don't ever know.
Yeah.
I'm deaf. Don't plan.
It's all what you relate to. And
Yeah.
certain people relate to different shit.
Yeah, certain people relate to different stuff, definitely. But I mean, and then I bet you there's some music we could all just like throw out there, and all three of us will be like, no.
Nah, son.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah, you
that
know-
ain't it, B.
Yeah, there's no fire to that, and I have no gasoline for that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like I mean, like you're talking about what you done, bro. Like, no lie. And I hope you don't take it as, and it's no disrespect.
Oh, no.
But like I thought Kanye right away,
Oh,
and
okay.
you know what? And you know what's
Kanye's honestly, he was one of my biggest influences.
and you know what's even fucking that's dope.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking earlier, because I was listening to We Major from the second album,
Yeah.
and I was like, damn, I fucking really do like old Kanye.
Oh, Kanye was the shit.
You know what
bro,
I'm
and
saying?
that- like, he was just good at making you feel fucking, like, motivated and driven to do some shit.
Right. Kanye just like I miss old Kanye. You know what I mean? Like all of that shit. Like I was thinking, like, and then you know him like locked away for 2 summers.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
another. You know.
See that, and that's exactly why I had that summer where I knocked out so many beats, because I knew that was possible. Like, I
Yeah.
heard him say that shit, and I was like, oh shit, okay, like, I'm gonna do that.
Right.
And it paid dividends for sure.
But weirdly enough, that's like one of the people that made me even like think that like I could do like music, you
Yeah.
know, like because Kanye wasn't the norm
Right,
for
right.
his genre at the time.
No, it was not. And he was a dope beat maker too.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
when I mean, just everything. I mean, I don't know, Kanye. We could talk like all of that. Like Kanye handled it, but then he I don't know. After his mom died, it
Yeah,
seemed
that
like
was a-
he
that was a
lost
turn.
his fucking like
That was a-
everything.
that was
Just
a
like
turn.
he was right there in the cliff, and he just went off. And then he kind of got normal for a second, and you know what I mean. Kind of just turned off when he got with that one Hina. What's her name?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's
now we got to
perception,
worry
though,
about
yeah.
Travis Barker. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
Sometimes I think just half the shit they do is just to roll out. And
Kanye's
Kanye's very smart about perception, so
yeah.
That's real.
He knows how to do it.
he
He
knows
what
how
he's
to make
doing.
us how to feel and what he wants to feel and all that stuff.
But oh yeah, so like that's a lot of the producers that you thought of growing up, or did you have any other? Where was your because I look at stuff like regional,
Yeah.
like maybe I
Yeah.
want to say like like you got the Miami,
Uh-huh.
you got like the upper East
yeah.
Coast, you got New York, you got the Midwest, you
Yeah.
know, Bone and
I
the
think
Chicago's and the
Man, I think that
Where was it?
say like what are my influences basically?
Yeah, where was like?
Man, like honestly in terms of like song structure, I got really drawn to just how like a lot of like rock songs were structured.
Oh yeah, you said because
You know what I mean?
you jammed a lot of rock
Yeah,
after
and,
that.
and I broke down like how it was like structured. It'll be like 3 songs into the album, but
Yeah.
it feels like one long song sometimes. You know what I mean? Like that type of shit was bonkers to me. So it's like you know who does that now is Pierre Bourne. Like I don't know if you know who Pierre Bourne is. He did that. I mean that one that people know him for is that Magnolia beat for Playboy Cardi. You know that Yo Pierre, you come. You know, yeah. Whatever.
Yeah,
but,
he's nice.
Yeah, he's nice, but like if you listen to his albums, like he'll have songs that like transition into other songs
Really?
like, seamlessly, or like he'll sample the previous song to make the next song and just shit like that, man. So it's like in terms of when I started, it was like Kanye, it was like Cudi, it was like Travis Barker was my favorite drummer growing up.
Travis
You know what I mean?
Barker's
Like
a
yeah,
fucking
he was a
beast.
man. I listened to like a shit ton of Mos Def, like well still to this day to be honest.
Yeah.
And then it was really like going to New York a lot, like as a kid. Just like, man, shit's different in different places.
Right.
Like that was always kind of like my thing, like in my mind.
Right.
Like I ain't never been everywhere, but I know shit's different somewhere else. You know?
So when you went to New York though,
yeah,
was you into rock music when you went to New York?
I was into everything.
Were you?
You know, and I even like some of my cousins are also into like rock music and shit, but like. We were like my cousin Vic, he was heavy on like the Pac, so every time I was with him, we were always listening to Pac. And then honestly, like whoever was just like on the block popping, there's always somebody who was like trying to like not trying to rap, but was rapping.
Yeah, was
You know what I
rapping,
mean? Like
just laying it down.
the block was like pushing a certain rapper at a certain point, and so it's like we were always listening to that, you know, stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. And, you know, man, it was just either circumstantial or environmental. Really, I could say that's really my influences.
Right. Damn. That's deep. Nah, but yeah, that's dope because like New York has a lot of different influences too. I mean, from rock to fucking
Yeah, 100%.
everything. I mean, I hate to put it like that, and like people do, and they'll be like, "Oh well, you know, you could tell somebody who's into a certain genre of rap music, like you know what I mean, by the way they dress or by the way they talk." You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
No, that's the craziest part about hip hop, especially, is because
I could tell kids that are like, if they say "man" or "hold up," they're into Texas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then just other shit, like I don't know, but I mean it's cool. I love hip hop, and I love that music. Like kind of brings people more together.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
Like usually if you're jamming something or something, like it'll soothe the moment. You know what I mean? Like unless you totally don't agree with somebody and you fist come to cuff, you know what I mean? Then you got to use your hands. You know what I'm
Some
saying?
people with just like some Griselda merch on. I'm like, bro, what you know about Griselda? Or they see me with the Griselda merch on.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that special club almost. It's
Right. Are you in the club too?
Like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's the secret handshake?
Oh shit! So that is that because I don't know if I'm being an old guy, if I'm being an old dude now, or what is that? Griselda, is that geared like
So they're like
is that like FTP? And,
they're like a G Unit meets Wu Tang.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So really, really hard bars, but
Out of, like, Buffalo.
Yeah.
Buffalo, New York.
Yeah,
Dope,
the whole
dope,
Buffalo
dope.
rap scene.
Yeah.
That's definitely something for people to check out because they're killing it. Like they have like 20 to 30 legitimate, consistent rappers that are killing shit every time.
Yeah,
It's pretty crazy, actually.
that's dope. I seen that like Buffalo, New York. Like Buffalo, New York itself seems like a fucking like an Austin, Texas. You know what I mean? I don't know why the fuck I keep saying Texas. What? I'm sorry. I must have to eat some Texas toast tonight or something. Like I don't know why I keep, but like you know, like a
Rick James
music
is from
scene.
there.
Yeah. Because
I mean-
Texas is like a really bubbling like music scene. You know what I mean? And every city in Texas has like its own thing. You know what I mean?
I said that
Mhm.
last time. You could survive just being a Dallas rapper or just being a Houston.
Mhm.
You know, that's pretty kind of special about it.
Because they all fucking support each other and they all look out for
Big
one
deal.
another.
Yeah,
Right.
if your city supports, that's a huge deal.
Like that's the last time I had the last dude Lord Loco here. That fool was just telling me, you know what I mean, like about the whole Houston game because he's been through back and forth. He lives here now in Colorado, but goes back to Texas for shows, blah, blah, blah. But, you know what I mean? They support each other, and it seems it's hard to get, like, everybody to support each other here in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like, there isn't a spot where, like, local hip-hoppers could go and just, like, well, I mean, not just because of the pandemic or whatever, but, I mean, that has a lot to do with it. But as far as, like just to go when it shuts off, when this thing's gone, because I mean the government done fucking. I'm not going to get into my conspiracy theories about this shit.
We all got.
But this shit, I knew it was going to get swept away sooner or later.
Right.
Go get your saline shot. You know what I mean? You're going to shit for a day, but I mean whatever. Do what you do and make you fucking everybody feel better. Do whatever, and it doesn't make you a puppet. And I don't care who says it. And here's me. But it doesn't make you a puppet. Just if they just do it. Or if you don't do it, whatever, don't do it. You know what I mean? Whatever. But I mean, and everything's gonna open again,
right?
And they're just slowly sweeping shit right under the rug because they're like, oh, what happened to this that just happened? You know what I mean? Because some other shit just happened. Wasn't there Palestine? Some shit in Palestine went down.
That's how the game goes.
And they're taking bomb Palestine, take the mind off COVID in America. Like, you know what I mean? Like, or everywhere. Like, it's a trip, bro. I'm smoking weed and just chilling and vibing every day. That's what I do. And I'm going to... I don't know, man. Sorry, I went off. I went off.
No, I'm convinced that, like, humans aren't meant to know every bad thing that's happening around the world.
For real.
Like, shut the fucking TV off.
Right,
Stop watching that shit every now and then, because it's like, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, like, there is bad shit, and we do need to help. Like, if we're gonna know about it, let's do something about it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, don't just tell me just so I could be scared about it.
Right.
I think trauma works the same way as consciousness. Man.
Oh, yeah.
It's like we can kind of, if a group of people are feeling bad, it's almost like contagious, you know?
Right.
It's like, what did China did it a long time ago. There was some fucking trick, I don't know, or not trick or some shit, like with the water.
Oh, yeah, and they froze the water, and it had, like, the different crystal patterns.
Yeah.
On
the mood, the vibe was all fucked up.
Yeah, man. That shit
you know what
real.
I mean?
That shit is super real.
But you know what I mean? Deep down, I mean, you could cut your hair if it don't grow. No, I'm just kidding. I was going into some TLC. Just fucking.
But that's how it goes. Like you say, you do your thing, and I feel like you come across, genuine people because you're a genuine person.
Yeah.
I know for a fact I come across like really good people. 'Cause
right.
I try my best to be, a good person. So we find each other in the end. So
law of attraction.
Yeah. Being a piece of shit just attracts you around piece of shit people, and if you don't, then you're just by yourself, drink a beer. You know what I mean?
You'll never feel good being a piece of shit, man.
Yeah.
It's cool to drink beer, but not do people dirty. Or, just.
I stay on my grind, and I try to stay on the positive side of everything. And like today, me and my lady, we were putting gas, and some dude rolls up by the gas station. Homeboy was straight on a sick one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No shirt on, bald head, socks pulled up.
Yeah.
I already knew it. Tattoos. He didn't. He was just all walking around the gas station like he was in the prison yard. You know what I mean? And it was kind of just like, wow.
Yeah.
What a trip, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
like
all perception at the end of the day.
I kind of keep that vibe to myself to where it's like, at least I know I've been fucking I try, and I don't need to like admit to it, but I put my share of good into the world. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I try to, like, I don't try to like be Captain Save Everything. I just I don't litter. I don't fucking piss on Mother Earth. You know what I mean? I don't treat her like shit.
Man, that's the biggest thing, bro. If you just stop littering, life will change.
Yeah.
Literally.
You don't do things that you deem, fucked up. And, people deem certain shit as right or wrong. But, you try to say as solid as you can.
I don't tell nobody either, though, dude. Like, I stay away. Like, that's your business. You know what I mean? That's... If I don't get me wrong, if some shit like weird goes on in front of you, you got it. Like, if some man's disrespecting a female, you know what I mean? Like, I would be mad if I watched some dude just walk away. I'd be like, damn, dude, why are you going to just get mad at that lady and then you're not even, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's your old lady, dog. You know what I mean? Like, just shit like that. But at the end of the day, I go to sleep. You know what I mean? I go to sleep good because I know I tried to fucking be some. And ripping off people and doing dumb shit isn't even that cool anyway. Makes you kind of a douchebag.
Exactly.
I saw somebody stole from your store.
Oh, yeah.
And
We're not going to talk about that.
I know. I don't want to talk about that, but I saw that shit and that dude, I was like,
because I used to treat those dudes real good. Like, I treated them like family, too.
Yeah,
so it's like, but, that's what it is. Fuck it.
It's man.
I'm glad they did it. Yeah, I'd rather know now before it gets as popping as I know it's going to get.
Jesus Christ. Didn't mean to bring that up.
No, it's all good. I mean, at the end of the day, I'll just show them empathy. It's like,
yeah,
they just played their hand, and now I know.
Mm-hmm. That's how it goes.
goes.
Oh man. Well, I guess we'll just kind of run this down. But any shout outs you got to shoot to anybody?
Man, shout out Clark Music. She just dropped her single 420 Sticky Icky on Spotify.
Oh yeah, I was playing that.
Yeah, produced by yours truly, Mscottloveslifeepisode. Shout out the Healing Tree Smoke Shop. Shout out, Albuquerque, my city. Shout out
Albuquerque.
You know what I mean? Shout out Better Sense.
What about? Do you guys have a baseball team in Albuquerque?
Shout out to the Albuquerque Dukes.
Mm-hmm. Is that what
no,
isn't that basically a gang?
I don't know. It basically is. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
No, because it's the Isotopes now.
But yeah, the Isotopes. The Isotopes.
Baseball logo in the game.
You know what I mean?
No, but
we repping United Soccer now, I guess.
You guys got a soccer?
Yeah, we got that.
Really?
That Puma sponsor, but what's fucked up? We boycotting Puma because they got that stolen Palestinian land.
Oh shit! Do they really?
Yeah.
Oh fuck them! I don't ever wear my Pumas. I see a lot of Albuquerque dudes on the fucking YouTube too, like little 10-minute videos of like little puppets fresh out of prison or some shit. You know what I mean? Like,
shit.
Like I'm not talking shit. Like homeboys, you know what I mean? They're like Colorado homies. You know what I mean? Like tattooed up and shit. Bookhead's a real one. Bookhead's full of real ones.
Yeah, they get it popping. Remember when they did those like cameras around the world or whatever, and like Shia LaBeouf pulled up to Albuquerque because they had those like Donald Trump cameras or whatever.
Oh
yeah, they took that shit away in like 2 days because people were like flashing guns at the cameras to pop it off.
That's wild. Okay, that's the last of the Wild West for sure.
Hell yeah,
it's the Wild West out there for sure.
ABQ.
Yeah, man.
That's where because Germball lived out there in Rancho, Rio Rancho.
Yeah,
he's loving the fight. And I know there's a dude down there, not like you. He runs a comic book skateboard shop, but he does a lot of hardcore shit. And
fire.
Yeah, he does. He got cool shit. I don't know his real name, but like on Instagram, he's not like using. Watch, I'll send you a link. I'll find you on Instagram through Nick, and definitely get that going. Nick, any shouts you got to shout out in, my boy?
I mean, definitely the Healing Tree. Yeah.
Healing Tree.
Albuquerque for sure. I miss y'all, man. Colleague, August, fucking Idea. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Really talented people out there, and they made me a better artist for sure, and are continuing to make me a better artist. So check them out. They're all talented.
Oh yeah.
Man, you should play that Nick Bliss joint that we just recorded the other day.
What is you know what you have it?
I emailed it to you.
Oh, you emailed it to me. I was gonna go out with this 420, but you know what though? I'm gonna send a shout out. I gotta send a shout out to Nick Bliss for rolling through. Man, I love you, dog. You're my homie,
anytime,
brother.
You're
my brother.
Recognize real, bro. We appreciate you.
Hell yeah, I'm here all day. I love you guys, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to pull up on you next time I'm out here too.
Hell yeah, definitely. And you hear that thunder outside?
It's perfect for what I'm about to play you right now.
All right, guys. So I gotta send. Shout out to the Healing Tree. Shout out to my brothers. Shout out to Germball. Shout out to Germball. Shout out to Michaels at the Indecisive Podcast.
Yep.
Shout out to. I got a long shout out. Hold on, everybody, get your. No, get out of that long shout.
I always forget every time I start.
I always forget because I always like remember people that I was supposed to shout out like three shows ago.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, and what's even worse is I've done probably like 3 fucking vlogs in between when they've asked me to shout them out, and it's like, oh shit, I keep forgetting. Shout out to my cousin Joey, that's what it was. But we're gonna shoot you out with this jam from my boy. So
It's called Plain Clothes, produced by Scott.
We going out of here.
Love's light.
Peace out to all my people. Boom, Javi G.
I got homies that want my head, bitches that want my bread, living life on the edge, making sure my family's fed. I got homies that want my head, bitches that want my bread, living life on the edge, making sure my family's fed.
That's just how the gang goes. Watch out for them plain clothes. I heard my bro just came home. Change phones like a change hose. I really push big weight. All they push is big hate. On the road pushing woes. How I wrote my first mixtape. I thought I'd die up on these back roads. The shit I would've tried for the cash flow. They get at me when they need them shit. Get pinched, I ain't saying shit. Plead the fifth or drop them off for clean assist. Probably doing something that ain't worth the risk. Running towns, making rounds, why these clowns up on that circus shit? Made the road my office, made some money, then I lost it. Like the times of a trippy hippie, that was more like a biopic. Long game, I played that. How many rappers that can say that? If you in the throwing shade, I got your babe, you can hate that. Guess you could call it payback. For all of the times I ate scraps, it's all peace and love. But if he pulled a gun, I spray back. You a bitch boy with some face tats. I got pool and I make racks. I know your plug's plug, yeah. Me and he'll go way back. That's just how the gang goes. Watch out for them plain clothes. I heard my bro just came home. Change phones like a change hole.
I got homies that want my head, bitches that want my bread, living life on the edge, making sure my family's fed. I got homies that want my head, bitches that want my bread, living life on the edge, making sure my family's fed.
Over and out, baby. Javi G Show 2021 on Instagram. Javi G Show on Facebook. Javi G Show on Spotify and anywhere else you might find me. Don't forget to check me out everywhere else too. YouTube, The Traveling Cholo 100.